Tell me, would you cheat on your man for Chris Brown if he brought you on stage for that moment?
Ladies, if you've never had your rent paid by a man before, it's not because you're not attractive enough.
Get married or buy a house, because like everybody's true colors is gonna start showing. Like,
a man will literally marry a woman who works at
After tasting her food, what's your thoughts?
Still gonna hit. I came in expecting the food to be terrible, and I stand correct. After seeing the twerking and the cooking combination, I knew my stomach was in for a long night, and I had to go into acting mode to get to the finish line to get what I really came here for. Which I hope don't taste like the food she cooked.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
all right, you good at food?
Yeah, I'm good. I got to the restroom first.
Guys, there's a lot of things guys took one for the team for to smash. For the mission, all right? For the mission. Eating terrible food ain't the worst thing. I mean, I haven't seen who's tell me about them climbing 3-4 stories, climbing trees for the box, all kind of stuff, weird stuff. Boy, that's crazy.
So if we're cracking and it takes you longer than 10 minutes to come for me, I'm crashing the out. Because why is it taking that long? You don't like me? It's not warm? It don't feel good? Like, you're really telling me I can't make you in 10 minutes? There's something wrong. This is literally that leave it in cooch. I'm gonna shed a tear if you don't come for me in 10 minutes.
Just because your box trash doesn't mean a man is down low. Stop it.
I stick my fingers in my vagina and I rub it on my body so that people can smell my pheromones.
Ugh. So several years ago, I did a video about this trend. It's called vabbing. And a lot of young ladies were doing this. Instead of buying perfumes and using body sprays, they were using their own vaginal secretions to dab on their wrists and their necks and body parts to attract men.
Hey, yo, what the fuck?
I never understood this trend. And I just don't want you throwing your wrist under my nose and it's smelling like coochie. Okay? Like, I don't get it. Just use a perfume or a body spray. Like, men like that smell. They don't want you walking around, especially in the summertime, and you dabbing hot juice on yourself. Come on.
Stop it. Get some help.
So, yeah, it's a real thing. You can look it up. It's called vabbing. vabbing. Yes. It's a real thing, y'all. And I think it's absolutely disgusting. Whew.
She said that women were doing this. I don't know what women was ever doing this. This is gross and nasty. You just walking around smelling all sour. Ugh.
Tell me, would you cheat on your man for Chris Brown if he brought you on stage for that moment?
I'm gonna be real. Now, I wouldn't necessarily call it cheating.
What? Bro, what are you talking about, man?
I sent my text after to be like, listen, Chris Breezy, like, it was a kiss. He was dancing on me like it's just a clout moment. I ain't go back to no hotel or nothing. Like,
but would you?
Go to a hotel? You asked me the wrong question.
She belongs to the streets.
She doesn't consider it cheating, but her man probably does. That's the problem. She's delusional.
Girl, sometimes you gotta get them ugly. Mine ugly? You gotta get you an ugly sometime.
Don't worry, guys. It doesn't matter if you're handsome or ugly. You still can get a girl. All right? You heard it right then and there. You still got this.
Don't try to f me while I'm drunk.
Huh?
Because if I wake up and I don't remember, you going to jail.
She dangerous. Stay far away from that, fellas. Don't even try to hit that shit when she's sober. As a matter of fact, don't even try to hit that at all. Some just ain't worth it. Stay far away from that, fellas.
You know what's crazy? Because I believe her. I believe this happens from time to time. It's not unheard of. A woman blacks out, get drunk, has consensual sex, and then next thing you know, dude's going to jail for life. Crazy.
Y'all asking me what I use on my face?
I don't think y'all want to know for real. I don't think y'all trying to go through what I go. I don't even think y'all trying to go through what I go through. There's a reason why my skin is so clear. And that's what I do. I don't know what you want me to say. I don't know. I don't know, Bookies.
Yeah, man, you're putting your man to work. He probably doesn't even mind keeping your skin clean, fresh.
Okay, y'all. A lot of y'all don't want to hear this, but here it go. And don't judge me when I say this, but men settle more than women. Men settle more than women. I know a lot of men who will stay in a relationship and they're unhappy, but instead of leaving, they just stay because they feel like they already know this girl. She already put up with all the bullshit most wouldn't put up with. So they feel like, I have to stay. I'm obligated to stay. I done cheated on her 27 times. I done beat her ass. She stayed. So now I have to stay. But what a man will do when he is settling, he will make you suffer. Why? He settled with you. He won't leave you, but he will make you suffer. Am I right?
Do I believe men settle more? Of course I do. Of course I do. I feel like men are the prize. More than likely, they are the prize. They're the ones who usually had to settle for the traditional male role. And that requires a lot, a sacrifice. That's why I say when they settle, that sacrifice equals that level of what they settle for. It does. And fellas, y'all know what I mean by that. Your finances, your time, your energy, your household, your plans, your future, those things.
Walk with me here. This is a journey, okay? So if you up on here being like, you know, you just always talking about how you never let anybody fuck this, that, and the third, yada, yada, right? But then in the same breath are saying you have the best pussy. Like, I'm just saying from a scientific viewpoint, you know, how is that actual, you know, there's not a large enough control group to make that bold of a statement, you know? There's no data backing it. There's not a large enough control group. We don't have enough variables in play. We just have you saying that. That's an unbased claim, you know? Like, it means more from a hoe to be like, hey, you, than someone who slept with one person because you have nothing really to compare it to. I'm just saying, like, you can obviously say, I'm glad I'm exclusive with my body, and you can obviously say you have the best pussy on earth, but if you're saying you have the best pussy on earth, like, you gotta have the track record to show it. That's just my personal claim. That's why I'll never say I have the best pussy, I'm the baddest bitch. Because there's too many bitches. There's too many pussies. Goddamn, how do I know? How do they know?
Look, at this point, I don't think they coincide together. Just because your coochie cold doesn't mean you got a high body count or a low body count. We just don't know. That's up to the guy that's inside you.
So it's come to my attention that some of you females are out here married men. Stop that. Stop that. There's a word for that and a place in hell for you.
Boy, it doesn't surprise me, dude. A lot of corporations try to hide all that stuff behind closed doors, but we all see them. The internet is too powerful.
Ladies, if you've never had your rent paid by a man before, it's not because you're not attractive enough, okay? You just simply live in the wrong city, okay? Move to Miami, be kind of cute, and go out, and your rent will be paid.
Bro, I 100% agree. Sometimes you are a product of your environment, bro. Like, if you living in the country and you trying to get your rent paid, you ain't gonna have it done by them country dudes. But, you know, you try to go to the city and females will do it. They'll finesse a dude out of some rent money. It happens all the time. Go to the city, play the numbers game, watch.
No shade, but I wasn't getting on the internet and telling y'all a thing about my husband. We was either just getting a divorce or I was taking it to the chin or whatever, because y'all are nosy. And she's going to regret that. She's going to regret that. I'm not going to lie. That was, if you know, you know. Like, what? Huh? No.
Stupid. I'm not going to let you get the chance.
At the end of the day, you don't need to say nothing about your wife or your husband on the internet. Sometimes some of the content that I see between wife and husband, I seen a clip the other day of a wife pretty much shaking it in the gym for her husband, and while he was on a treadmill, she was on a weights. And I was like, and she posted that, and I'm like, dog, that's the type of stuff you shouldn't be posting, bro. Even though you openly claiming that you love your man, this for your man, these cheeks for your man, you are inviting other pair of eyes into your relationship, and it ain't good.
Question for the heteros. What is it about this that turns you on? Because I was just running at the park trying to get my 10-minute mile, and I got hit on by almost every single runner out there. But when I was cute, when I was all dolled up, had my hair out, sunscreen on and things, nobody wanted to approach me with any gusto. But when I look like this, I've toweled off because I couldn't get in the car while I was dripping sweat. But I'm running literally for my life, trying to beat sundown and get a 10-minute mile. This does it for you? Is it the thigh meat? Done trying to figure y'all out. Like, it's giving 70s lesbian. What is now? I'm only upset because everybody was not attractive. If somebody was attractive, if somebody out there was like, hello. If the dude that was like, hey, can I run with you? No, Negro, you can't run with me. I don't know you. But if he had been fine, I'd have been like, I got like a 10-minute mile. I went to this Porsche event downtown, and there were two guys that walked straight up to me, one black, one white, walked straight up to me, extended their hand, shaking while they did it, and they were like, hi, I'm whoever, I think you're gorgeous, can I exchange information? Yeah. Neither one of them hit me up. They watch all my stories though, on Instagram. Neither of them reached out though. What's going on? What's happening? What's happening? Breeders, what's happening?
At the end of the day, I really think if a man likes you enough to approach you while you quote unquote dusty, you should be very appreciative on how you look and the confidence this man has and the way he sees you. Because you can only go up from dusty to amazing. For real. When you turn up and glow up, you can only get better from that.
Now, I don't know why it's like this, but when you buy a house or you get married, everybody starts acting weird. Like, I'm telling you, if you want to see how people really feel about you, get married or buy a house. Because, like, everybody's true colors is going to start showing. Like, I'm a homeowner at 23, and I'm telling you, I have lived this. Like, literally, I have watched people that I really thought was my friends turn into complete weirdos.
It is what it is. It is what it is.
Like, right after I told him I bought a house, bro, like, it's like, bro, like, and I've watched even family members, like, I've watched their childhood friendships literally just cripple simply because, like, the jealousy that their friends were feeling towards them when they were getting married and when they got engaged. Like, I'm telling you.
That's because, man, I really feel like they don't have a lot of congratulators in this world. There's only haters. When you're doing your big one, you're buying a house, buying a car, got a fire job, nobody's going to come around and be like, yo, like, how'd you do that? Yo, can I get some pointers? Yo, help me out. They're not doing that. No, but instead, they just going to eye you from the side, from the far, and send negative energy your way. It don't make no sense.
If your man cheat on you, don't come on here telling us about it. Don't go telling your mama about it. Don't go telling your sister about it. Don't go tell nobody about it. I'm sorry. You're going to have to be friends with ChatGTP or something. Because at the end of the day, when he cheats or does something to you, you come telling everybody, now we hate him. We want him, we want him knocked off. You know what I mean? We don't like him. We not about to get no good D and forgive him like you about to get tonight. We ain't getting that D down. So we just gonna hate him forever now. Looking at him crazy at Thanksgiving dinner. Looking at him on social media like, oh, I hate his black ass. You know what I mean? Like, don't tell nobody. If that man is cheating you and you just feel like you're gonna take him back, just don't say nothing. Even if you don't take him back, don't say nothing until you leave the house. Like, until your bags is packed and you out the house. Like, then call and tell us and talk shit. But like, for real, like, I think that's where a lot of the issues in relationships come from. And a lot of relationships don't have a lot of support because women go and they go tell all the business. A lot of times, I don't know if a man be too embarrassed when he gets cheated on, he just don't say nothing like, oh man, I ain't digging it down right, they gonna know. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know what the hell that's about. But men, if they get cheated on, they do typically leave, most likely. But women, we more than likely will take a cheater back. You know what I mean? So it's kind of like, if he's cheating and you catch him, hey, don't even look through the phone. Like, unless you're gonna leave, don't look through that phone unless you got plans on leaving. Don't look through the phone, then cry, and then beat him up, and then take him back, and then fight the girl. Like, just stop. Like, you know what's gonna happen. My intuition told me, yes, your intuition is right 100% of the time, baby girl. But if you ain't gonna do nothing, don't be looking through that phone. Just let it go. So, again, y'all got to be friends with ChatGTP, get a therapist or something, but just stop telling people y'all business.
We just said this earlier, a few clips ago. You don't have to tell your business on the internet at all right? Because there's people that are possibly hoping and praying on your demise and your downfall. And when they see it come through, it's going to make them happy, or they might sneak behind your back and do something stupid. That's exactly what happens.
Let me tell you something. A man will literally marry a woman who works at McDonald's. Like, they do not care about your money. If they are not users, they do not care about your money. They don't care about your accolades. They don't care how many degrees you got. They literally don't. They literally don't. And, you know, actually men love those types of women because women who lead with those things, they have a desperate mindset. They have a mindset that it's kind of like you're in a way, you're inadvertently saying that I'm better because I have these things. And the audience that you're trying to pitch for does not care about those things. So you showing up to a man saying, oh, I have this degree, I have this job, I have this career. Those men are just thinking like, I really don't care what you have. Yeah, they're going to take it in and they're going to say, okay, you know, blah, 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 blah. But they really don't care about it because most times those types of women, and nobody don't take this the wrong way, most times those types of women, they do have a masculine mindset. You know, they have like this boss bee mindset. And most times those women, they are very, very, very insecure. Like, they are very insecure. And it's kind of like, because they have risen so high in their career, those women will outwardly confident, but they're inwardly insecure, and men can pick up on that because you're leading with your finances. Why are you leading with your finances to a man? You're trying to be in competition. You're trying to show him like, I want you to see my worth. I have this and I have this more than other women, so I want you to see my worth. That is not confident. If I were to meet somebody, I would not lead with anything, okay? I'm going to lead with, first of all, one thing that I hate in the dating world is when men would ask me certain stuff like, what do you like to do? Blah, blah. Don't ask me. We are not on an interview. Don't ask me anything. I will tell them I'm not in the mood for talking. You know, I'm not in the mood for talking. Let's not ask each other questions. Let's just enjoy the moment because I just don't really care. My job here is not to impress you. It's not. My job is not here to impress you. I am not on, what is it called? I am not being interrogated. Don't ask me anything because who are you? And a lot of women, they answer some questions like, yes, I'm not a cook. I'm not a clean. I can do this. I don't do that. I'll be looking like, I literally tell a man, if they start getting on my nerves, I'll be like, I really don't feel like talking. I don't care how fine you are. I don't feel like talking. You know, like, or I'll say, you're asking too many questions. I'm not here to answer questions. You know, that's just simple. But yes, so just take notice. You know, when you go out with men or whatever, and you start leading with your finances, put in the back of your head, they don't give a fuck. They don't. They're going to treat you just like they treat the woman at McDonald's. And they might treat her better because their ego lets them know that she needs them. And you have let them know that I have this and I'm in competition with you. Even if you're not in competition with him, it's the mindset of I have this, I have that. You know, look at me. I want you to think that I'm better than other women. Oh, I'm so different. You know how many men meet women who make a lot of money? Men don't give a fuck about that. They do not. They literally do not, okay? They care about what is here. And a lot of women do not have it right here. They might have it right here, but they don't have it right here, okay? Those be the women who the men can finagle and finesse real quick because they think that just because they're book smart, they're mentally smart. And them be the ones who get chewed up and spit out by men.
I feel like a masculine man will marry anybody who he feels is gonna bring him peace, confidence, level him up, he relates with, all those sort of things. For real. To settle a man down that is high value, to making a lot of money, that's busy, that's a busy schedule, and he's interested in you, you're a lucky one. But remember, they don't have a lot of guys out there that are millionaires spending times with shorties like this, investing in those. They don't have a lot of really good men, successful men that, you know what I'm saying, that is going to McDonald's. Now, she's saying a masculine man will marry a woman who works at McDonald's versus a CEO. CEO will probably choose over that person because they don't match well. But a masculine man who's looking for a feminine woman that jives well and they can get to that level, I can see that happening.
So I went to another Crush Club event down in Houston today, and I want to talk about it. So I'll start off by saying I freaking love what Crush Club is doing. Like, I love that they do this, and I will probably go to every single Crush Club just because I love the vibe. I love what they do and how they do it. So today was a Crush Club, and it was at a brewery. I don't know if I said that right, but basically it was from like, I believe 10:30 to 4. And it was like a 3-level brewery. Anyway, I got there closer to 2 o'clock. Okay. And when I got there, compared to the Valentine's Day weekend one, there were definitely like 80% women. Okay, I'll say 70% women, 30% men. Like, the moment I walked in, I was like, why are there so many women here? I was like, oh my God, like, where are the men? And the men were there, like, they were there, but there were just so many more women that it was just hard to see them. Like, what the heck? And so that was kind of a shock, because the last Crush Club event, I felt like it was a good, like, 60-50, like, obviously women being more and then, like, the men being the 50%. But yeah, that was the first thing that I noticed. But the venue was great. The weather was great. The vibes were great. Yeah, that's all I got to say about that.
When are we gonna learn that these single events is just a gathering for women to create friend groups at this point, bro? Y'all not really meeting that many men, and the lesson to be learned is that there's one single guy for every 3 to 4 single women at this event. He's the chooser, he's the winner. But nonetheless, guys, y'all hit the like button, comment, and subscribe. I'll see you on the next video.